I'm Anchor Kate.
And I'm Anchor Jackie.
Today we'll be exploring the wonders of classification.
These have been hot topics ever since Carolus Linnaeus developed the idea of binomial nomenclature in the mid-1700s.
Yes, they have. They spread like wildfire and now classify every species known to man.
Let's send it over to a reporter in the Mashpee Cranberry Box.
Go. Thanks, Anchor Jackie. Reporter Kate here, live from the box. Behind me lies thousands of species classified with two names, a common name and a scientific name. Whoa, look at here. Making our first TV appearance, we have Cavia porcellus. Cavia means rat, and porcellus means hog or swine. Our viewings probably know this as a guinea pig. I'm Reporter Kate here, live from the box, with some crazy classified rat hogs. Rat hogs. Rat hogs. Woo!
Thanks, Reporter Kate. That was some great Cavia porcellus wrangling you did today. Scientific names are also known as binomial nomenclature, also meaning two names. It classifies organisms with two italicized Latin names called genus and species.
You can think of this as your first name and your last name. Take a human, for example, Homo sapien. Homo would be the first name, Suzanne, and sapien would be the last name, Abject.
They link together to embody the never-changing single name used by scientists worldwide.
This scientific name are very specific and make up the content of a higher classification, taxonomy. This gives a kingdom, phylum, order, class, and family to each species. Let's send it over to reporter Jackie with scandal updates in the doggy world. Jackie?
I'm Reporter Jackie here live with Ben, the Golden Retriever. Scandalous pictures have just been released, and I warn you, they are a bit graphic. An anonymous source gave us a tip about these strange photos. Here's an exclusive look. As shocking as this is, we must try to understand this animal and its odd behavior. This awkward, yet adorable pup is from the animal kingdom, the phylum of Chordata, the Mammalia class, the order of Carnivore, and the family of Canidae, with a scientific name of Canis lupus. There is much to be learned about this animal by their classification. As groups get more specific, their similarities become much more frequent. I'm Reporter Jackie. Let's go back to the studio, and here's Kate.
Thanks, Reporter Jackie, for informing us more about the taxonomic system. This system groups organisms based on physical appearance and natural relationships. Along with the classified scientific name, organisms are also put into a kingdom, phylum, class, order, and family.
Now let's focus in. Domains and kingdoms are the most essential part of classification.
There are three domains: archaea, bacteria, and eubacteria, with 6 kingdoms organized between them.
Let's send it over to our special segments to explore each one. Reporter Jackie here live from the bathroom hot springs. This is one habitat, Archaebacteria, the organism that makes up the domain Archaea, have the ability to survive in. They're also called extreme thermophiles. Oh, here I am again by this salty pond filled with Archaebacteria. This special type of bacteria can live in extreme environments. They have unique adaptations to withstand extreme conditions of any sort. Archaebacteria have cell walls lacking peptoglycan and are considered methanogens, or chemioautotrophs, relative to how they produce energy.
Here I am in the human stomach. It is very dark and moist. There are lots of bacteria here. The second domain is bacteria. The kingdom of eubacteria makes up this domain. Eubacteria lack a nucleus and membrane-bound organelles. They are very diverse in the way they obtain energy. Some are nitrifying bacteria, chemioautotrophs, and others are photosynthetic autotrophs, or cyanobacteria. A large majority are heterotrophs, either decomposers or disease-causing pathogens. Their shapes vary greatly. They can either be cosy, which means spherical, bacaili, rod-shaped, or spirili, a corkscrew shape.
Protists have a nucleus and membrane-bound organelles. A lot of protists are unicellular, but some form colonies and are multicellular. They can be plant-like, animal-like, or fungi-like. With cellular structures that vary, they also differ in the way they reproduce and nutrition mode. The two-part life cycle protists have consists of spore-forming diploid stage and the gamete-forming haploid stage. Protists are believed to have paved the way for evolution of ancient plants, animals, and fungi.
The kingdom of fungi, under the domain of eukaryote, is made up of multicellular organisms, and their cell walls are made of chitin. They are heterotrophs that feed using strand-like branches called hyphae. They reproduce by budding or the formation of spores. Funguses include parasites, decomposers, yeast, mushrooms, and pathogens like athlete's foot.
The kingdom Plantae is also under eukaryote domain. They are multicellular with cell walls composed of cellulose. They can also reproduce either sexually or asexually. Angiosperms can be divided into a monocot, having a single cotyledon, or dicots, having two cotyledons. These are part of flowering plants.
The kingdom of Animalia is made up of multicellular and heterotrophic organisms. This kingdom is widely diverse in species. The most known phyla under this kingdom is Chordata. This phyla holds the most commonly used names such as Amphibia, Reptilia, and Mammalia. Because Suzanne Abches has a four-chambered heart, is warm-blooded, and contains hair, she would be found in the Mammalia group. Thank you for tuning in to this special episode of Bio News.
We hope you learned how and why we classify organisms of the world.
Just remember, biology is fun, especially classification.
I'm Anchor Jackie.
And I'm Anchor Kate.
There's no Bio News
without Bio News.